All right, we're close, guys. We are really close. I think I got too big of a bite there. I need a smaller bite, but I'm going to go for it here. Oh, yeah. There we go, guys. We are in. All right. I am 100%, as of this point in time, a fan of the zip ties. That was great. That, I got to say, for a front tire, that was the easiest I've ever done one. Alright, so I'm ready to give this a shot. I got my wire ties handy. I went ahead and got my Windex here just in case I need lubricant, and I've got my little rim shields just in case, and my spoons. Supposedly I don't need all that, but you never know, so I'm going to keep it handy. I'm going to pull the tire off of the warmer right now. I'm trying to keep it as warm as I can right to the last minute. Alright, so this is definitely not hot, but it's not by any means cold either. So we're going to give this a shot and see how this goes. Now, I did test it one time earlier, and it seems it was easier than I thought to really get the tire to cinch down. But I am going to do it in little bites. So one takes about 6. That's what I've seen most people do. One of the things I'm most worried about with this approach is that I'm worried that this is going to make it harder to seat the bead. That for some reason, especially with my tire being warm now, that the tire may take a little set like this that I've then got to work back out once it's on the wheel, but we'll find out. So we'll see. So I may have to move the wheel out of the way so I can lay this down and really push on it hard. Right now, I don't know if you can really tell in the camera or not, but I'm not getting the beads very close together right now, but I know that it will come on in close. It is a little tricky to do it with one hand. If you had a helper with where somebody could squeeze and somebody could tighten the nylon tie, you could really crank this down. So let's see, here we go. That's my last one I'm going to put on. Now I'm going to go back around and start really trying to close this up. So let me move the wheel out of the way. I want to pick it up by the rotor if I can help it. There we go. Now I'm going to try to get this up here a little closer where you guys can see it. So right now I'm trying to do this fast too. You can see I still got a pretty big gap in here. There's 2 or 3 inches, but now I'm going to start leaning on it a little bit, tighten it down even further. You do want to keep your zip tie little ratchet head, the knuckle piece, you want to keep that on the outside of the tire so you can get it pulled out. You don't want that to end up getting hung up for some reason inside of the tire. If you put enough of these on here, you could probably pull this beads all the way. In fact, I've just about done that now. I'll show you that up close here in just a second. I think the combination of this and the drop center is going to be critical. Okay, so I'm going to show you again up close. You can see right there, I've got the tire pinched all the way together. A couple of places got a little more of a gap, but for the most part, it's pretty close together. Okay, super important now that I don't mess up on the rotation. So I'm going to lift this up out of the way, get my wheel back over here. I like to have the ABS sensor down. Just feel like it's a little more protected that way. And I see my chalk mark that I've done here lines up with the valve stem, but I think this would make the rotation backwards. So I gotta find my arrow. I don't see my arrow. Here's my arrow. So that is the right way. Double checking here. Yep. Okay. So let's see what happens here. These guys make this look easy. Let's lay the Windex to it, which is gonna not help me with the heat. Trying to get both beads wet. Definitely got one side, get the other side. Okay. Looking for my chalk mark, which is here. Alright, let's see if we can just get, using my knee, there we go. A lot of it on. See if we can hold it on and keep working our way around here. Alright, it's sort of on, but not really. I wish I've ordered one of the little no-mar tools. I really wish I already had that little no-mar tool. Because I think that, right now, if I had the no-mar tool, I could hold the one side of the wheel on instead of having to use my knee. Then I can use both knees on the side where I need to apply more pressure. Okay, so I've got that on. Now what I've got to do is get this that's on up into the drop center. So I'm pushing that up into the drop center as best I can. And now I'm going to keep trying to work the tire on a little more. Don't have an opinion on this method yet. Let's see what happens. I definitely wish I had the little no-mar tool. No doubt about that. The odd thing is here we're doing both beads at the same time, which is another kind of odd thing. Okay, I'm going to come back here to my drop center and make sure that I've got this up in the drop center as far as I can get it. Got a good ½ inch, solid inch maybe. I'm going to just try to bounce it up in the drop center. Okay, that's in there pretty good. Let's see if whatever side you're pushing on, you got to make sure the opposite side is in the drop center. Well, the tire is definitely in the drop center down here on the bottom. That's a good thing. So I'm going to try to push this in the drop center here a little better. And then see if I can get this on. Okay, Windex for one thing. You can tell it's already evaporated off. Very easy to forget. And the lubricant makes a world of difference. Now, I do see another problem here, and I'm going to stop right now before I mess something else up. And that is my TPMS. So I do not want to damage my TPMS. So I've actually got a big enough gap in this one part of the tire. I'm going to put the TPMS inside of the wheel here for a second. I've got a gap where I can get the tire in both the drop dead center and get the TPMS in. So I'm not accidentally pulling on it. That would not be good to tear the TPMS up. Alright, that was going good. Let's get some. Windex is cheap, readily available. I'm putting it on the wrong side though. Okay, let's see if I can just make sure I've got it as far up in there as I can get it. I'll go over here a little bit and try to push the tire over a little more into the drop dead center. Get lubricant. Lubricant's cheap, free, it is your friend. Okay, right here, let's see. I'm not liking this right now. Be super careful I don't tear my rotor up. That would not be worth it. Well, right this minute, I'm telling you I'm not impressed with this method. That may change here as I keep going around. It's definitely got the tire in the drop dead center. That's a good thing. And it does feel like little bits and pieces here are working. I'm going to try the spoon right here and see. But I'm not having the luck that I saw the other fellas that did this. Mine is definitely not going in like they were able to. They were just like plop, plop, plop. Hey, just plop it right on down there. That's not happening for me. Alright, that was nice. Let's see if we can maybe keep doing that. I'll come back to that shim in a second. Alright, Windex is your friend. It's drying up on me here every time I turn around. I'm going to go over here and try a spoon. I didn't see the other guys use spoons. They were claiming this was a way to do this toollessly. I'm not that lucky so far. Let's see here. Like to get a smaller bite like they say, but I can't get my rim shield where I really want it. Let's try right there. Like I say, this is a good video of how not to do this, right? So learn from my mistakes. Everybody tell me in the comments how I could have done this better, and I'll follow your advice next time around. Okay, we're making a little progress here. Still got a long ways to go. We are in the drop center though, which I am liking that aspect of this. Lots and lots of lubricant. I've definitely learned that that is key. Put it here too. See if I can get another bite right here. I mean, this is looking pretty close right here. It's pretty tight. It's hard to get my spoon in there. If I lift it up enough to get my spoon in there, I'm undoing what I've done. So being hesitant there. Let's go over here and try maybe. See if we can get, I got the tire so slick I can't keep it still on the wood. Well, let's see. Okay, I got another bite here. Let's see if I can, with a little help from my knee, let's see if we can get that to come on down. Really got that wheel in the wood is slick, slick, slick right now. Let's come on down here. And any heat that I had in the tire now is definitely gone at this point. Try to get both knees on here. A little help from the spoon and my knees. All right, all right, all right, all right. That's liking that. I'm liking that. We're making some progress here. If I can get my spoon out. Can I have my spoon back, please? Thank you. See if we can get on here with my knees. Try to get barely, this is really tight. Really having a hard time getting the spoon in here. Sorry, you guys, if you can't hear me if I'm mumbling. I'm trying to talk loud, but it's just taking my concentration. Guys in the tire shops don't get paid enough. That's all I got to say. Guys in the tire shops don't get paid enough. I got a big old bite then, but I think I got too much. I got my spoon in the wrong place. Right there. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. All right. We're looking pretty good. If this will just keep going, maybe we're onto something here. Although we got a lot to go, it's still progress. if I can get right here on the edge, I need another shield. Everything gets so tight when you get this far along. It's hard to get even just that thin little plastic shim in there. I don't want to tear my rotor up either. It's just lots of paying attention here, what we're doing. Looking around here, making sure everything is down as far in the drop center as we can get it. And it is. That's on my TPMS. It's inside of the tire. That's good. Alright, I'm having a really hard time getting my tool in here. A spoon. I have to cheat it a little bit there. Alright. Let's see. Alright, we're close, guys. We are really close. I think I got too big of a bite there. I need a smaller bite, but I'm going to come for it here. Oh, yeah. There we go, guys. We are in. Alright. I am 100%, as of this point in time, a fan of the zip ties. That was great. That, I got to say, for a front tire, that was the easiest I've ever done one. Now, getting these zip ties off of here, I may end up cussing about that, but let's see. Try to avoid the cussing. I say that a lot, but let's see. Okay, there's one. Wasn't too bad. Just kind of cut the whole knuckle, the whole clicker off. Which I don't care, because I don't want to cut your tire. That would be not a good thing. And I want to do this quick. I would definitely not see, okay, I gotta take a break. Get these off of here. I want that bead to open up. And then again, as we're seating the bead, one of my buddies reminded me in the tire shop the other day, or motorcycle shop, tire shop, you know, you got to have lubricant to make the bead move too. And you don't want too much. You don't want a bunch of liquid running around inside of your tire. That would not be good. Okay, I'm liking the looks of that, except the one thing I don't like is a lot of the tire is in the drop center. I'm going to kind of gently see if I can bounce my way around and get the tire to open up. Some of it right in through here is sitting pretty good. Other areas right here, it's in pretty close to the center. And I have seen, and I have used, there is a method of wrapping a ratchet strap around the perimeter of your tire and using that to try to push the tire to the bead. I do not like doing that. I was not comfortable with the amount of deflection I saw in the tire. The tire's probably a lot more resilient than I give them credit for, but it looked scary with that ratchet strap on there. Really deformed the shape of the tire a lot. Okay, I think I'm going to fire up the air compressor and see if we can get that bead to seat. So, stand by.